Today, I'm going to make super easy dish. I'm using Brussels sprouts, everybody's favorite. So nowadays, pretty much all the restaurants have Brussels sprouts on the menu. So if you go to Italian restaurant, they would roast it and put Parmesan on it. If you go to Thai restaurant, they'll glaze it with a little non-plum, fish sauce. Today I'm going to make Brussels sprout that's very Japanese. Sort of. So I'm going to use miso, maple syrup, whole grain mustard, and a little bit of soy sauce. This is going to be super easy dish because what I'm gonna do is basically throw it in a pot, cook it until it's done, throw in my sauce, and just glaze it. Super easy. Especially because I'm using this musui kamado by Vermicular. It roasts and steams at the same time. Okay, let's start. So over here, I have nice Brussels sprouts. Now first, I'm going to cut them in half. Take the bottom, because you don't want that part. And then cut it in half. Just like that. You do need to be careful when you trim the bottom. If you take the stem off that far down, the sprout leaves is just gonna fall off. See, let's try to avoid this. So I have about 12 pieces to 14 pieces, depending on the size of the Brussels sprouts. And then we're going to take this vermicular pot, open the lid, drizzle about 2 tablespoons of vegetable oil. Make sure you haven't started heating up the pot yet. So I'm starting from the cold pot. And arrange these Brussels sprouts on the bottom, just like this. And when you do this, you have to make sure the cut surface is on the bottom of the pot. So you have beautiful caramelization on the surface, the cut surface, and the rest of the Brussels sprout is gonna be beautifully steamed. And here I'm making sure that Brussels sprouts are just one layer. So there's no Brussels sprouts stacking on top of each other. Touching the bottom of the pot is very important. So just one flat layer, and if you want to eat a lot of it, do it twice because it's gonna cook very fast and it's really easy to make. Turn on the vermicular. Set it at low heat. 20 minutes. And then the machine is just gonna automatically cook the Brussels sprout to perfection. How easy is this? I could have done it with my eyes closed. Maybe not. Today I'm making Japanese miso mustard glaze. And I'm just gonna mix all the ingredients. That's it. A tablespoon of Japanese miso, a tablespoon of maple syrup. Make sure you use real maple syrup. There are some fake ones out there. The ones from Canada, the best. Whole grain mustard, again, a tablespoon. About half a teaspoon of soy sauce. I'm going to mix this together. You want to make sure you mix it really well so there's no clumps of miso left. Shouldn't take long. See, this is done. That's it. Taste this a little bit, make sure it's good. The Brussels sprouts itself don't speak too loud. It's pretty neutral in flavor, right? So whatever sauce you have handy, you can just throw it in there, glaze it. It'll probably come out really nice. Timer's up. Let's bring this guy over here. All right, so let's see how it looks inside. Ooh. Did you see that steam that came out? Ooh. All the steam that came out of Brussels sprout is steamy Brussels sprout on its own. So it's basically being steamed with its own aroma and flavor, right? Let's check out on the surface that's touching the bottom of the pot. See what I mean? Every single one of them, perfectly caramelized. I'm going to add this glaze that we made earlier, and then mix them up. That's it. So easy to make. Just make sure you have it at low heat and don't ever open the lid. All the steam is necessary to cook the sprouts. So if you open it and all the steam will escape, it'll be rather dry. Super easy dish.